Hey, welcome back to me in Overdrive. So, this week didn't really have any kind of pattern, but so much still happened these past few days that I just wanted to take the time and just get it all out. So, this video is mostly going to be about me. So, there are a few major things that happened this past week. The first is that I finished my second short story, so yay. The second thing is that most of my friends left since the first session is over. And last but not least, I got a new roommate for the second session. So that's the super condensed summary version, but now I'm gonna go through it day by day. On Monday, I completely finished my second short story, which is titled All's Fair in Love and War. It's pretty much this story about a couple going on a first date, but since I've never been on a first date, it was kind of surreal for me to write it. On Tuesday, I turned in my story, and I kind of just relaxed all day because I thought the hard parts were over. On Wednesday, my piece got workshopped in class. And Thursday. So, my teacher, Patrick, gave us the day off, like we didn't have any class, so that we would have time to rewrite and edit our stories so that we could turn them in later that evening. So, I did manage to get mine done in time, but it was kind of a close call, but I managed to power through. And then in the evening, there was this creative writing reading for which I wrote part of my first short story, which is titled Those with Wings. And then I stayed up really late watching K-pop videos with one of my good friends from class, and that was really fun. And then on Friday, we had like a teeny tiny bit of class because it was the last class of the entire session. It was a fun class, but it was also kind of sad because, it was the last class. After class, I went back downtown with a bunch of my friends from class. And that was super fun because we bought a ton of candy from this place called Dylan's Candy Bar. And we had lunch at this place called Avanti's Cafe, which is really cool because that's my name, not the cafe part. And we spent a lot of time downtown, which was really fun, but also sad because one of my friends had to leave early, which made us all pretty much depressed for the rest of the trip. But in the evening, there was an ice cream social with karaoke. It was super fun, but none of my friends wanted to sing with me, so I ended up leaving a little early. And then I was up pretty much all night. I only got like 2 hours of sleep because my roommate had to pack. And then there's Saturday. This past Saturday was probably the saddest day of my entire trip. Like, even more so than the first week I was here when I was super, super homesick. So it started out with me waking up super early so that I could say goodbye to my friends and roommate. But it was super, super sad. I felt this like overwhelming desire to cry, and I'm not worried about making new friends, but I'm really gonna miss the old ones. So that was just like a terrible way to start the day. And then there was this bowling trip for people who weren't leaving after the first session like me. But only 3 people went. Me, one of my friends, and the RA leading the trip. Also, there was a lot of noise there, and it was really expensive. So, I didn't really have very much fun, and I was kind of wishing that I hadn't, wasted my money. So, after that, I was starting to feel kind of depressed. But the good news is that I was able to watch TV until I met my new roommate, so, I was doing something fun that I enjoyed, which made me happier. And just a quick pause before I talk about Sunday because, Saturday was the saddest day of my entire trip. I was just like super, super sad to see my friends go. It was very, very hard for me. I also got really homesick because everyone was going home and I was just like, please take me with you. And then even though I was watching anime on like my computer, I was just in like this depressed slump until I went to bed. Like, it was bad. Saturday was not a good day for me. Anyway, on to Sunday. I woke up early to go swimming because I finally decided on a brand new exercise plan. God knows I've gone through so many. And that was really fun. I felt very proud of myself after that. But I was also really tired right after swimming. But then I had lunch and I got like really, really, really hyper. Then I did my laundry, practiced piano, composed some music, and watched TV for a little while. And then I filmed this video. So I honestly thought this video was going to be a little bit longer because I thought I was a more interesting person. But, I've been feeling a little lonely and depressed recently, so, like, I didn't really know what else to talk about except myself, because I am an incredible, amazing person, and I come first. JK, not really, but seriously, I didn't really know what else to talk about, and a lot's been going on recently, and I just kind of needed to get it all out. Anyway, this is about the time when I would start really appreciating suggestions from people who are watching my videos, because I'm running out of stuff to talk about. I made college life sound really interesting before, but it's actually kind of not. There's really not that much to do. I'm trying to be super frugal, so I'm not doing very much. So yeah, feel free to shoot me a comment or a message or something, or if you want to just strike up a conversation with me because I'm lonely over here. I'm kidding about the lonely part. My new class hasn't started yet, so I just haven't met any people yet. But I will, and when that happens, I won't be lonely anymore. So, as usual, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video, and check in next week for a new one.